Nigeria leads the world in yam production, supplying more than 70% of the yams grown globally. Every week, an estimated 2 million tubers pass through this place, the Zaki Biam International Yam Market, widely regarded as the largest yam market in the world. It is an open-air market located in a town in Ukum local government area of Benue State, Nigeria. But what does it take to keep a market of this scale running? Who are the people behind it? How does it operate? And what has enabled it to remain the heartbeat of Nigeria's yam trade for decades? Today, we journey into the world's largest yam market to see how they are able to keep it going. Popularly known as the king of crops by many Nigerians, yam is one of West Africa's most important food staples. The region accounts for more than 93% of global yam production, with Nigeria alone contributing over 70% of the world's total output. Yet, despite being the largest producer, Nigeria trails behind neighboring Ghana in yam exports. Ghana contributes approximately $48.2 million to a global yam export market valued at around $200 million. What this means is simple. Most of the yams grown in Nigeria are consumed within the country. Here at the Zaki Biam International Yam Market, the journey of those yams truly begins. Between Tuesdays and Thursdays, widely regarded as the major trading days, farmers arrive with truckloads of produce from surrounding communities and beyond.
He comes on Saturday. That's when we operate Monday to Saturday. What to cover Vana Kia? Ivana, you ever have shed. Number shed. We tell you, we have a nine, you Mavera, are you like Yale? General, why you look at one who tell you, shed so cheap, with a hair, or higher, or an ate, or shelanate, Nana wo, or Sura and Yale, William.
He Kaswa, you mean Dora. At you want to you in Ivana Mila. Come to shake Michigan. I tell you in Milazan, November. Now, so he was experiencing you and me, don't she? I shake Michigan by Yamayo, come back Michila Caswala, Humba, Yam Ensemble, back over back Michigan, Caswa, Clado Sugar.
We saw some black wiki. She like wiki more, come back a quarter. I too so toshi. You saw Toya, you young building. I come to a bungle, come buy a mashi. But now, no one Musa, don't go on. He cannot bang down you do not Musa.
For many of them, their role ends the moment the yams reach the market. From that point, a vast network of traders, loaders, transporters, and wholesalers takes over, moving millions of tubers across Nigeria and beyond. During peak trading periods, more than 200 fully loaded trucks leave this market every week. Buyers arrive from across Nigeria and neighboring countries, including Cameroon, Niger, and Ghana. By all logic, the market should eventually run out of yams. But it never does. The trucks keep arriving, the buyers keep coming, and somehow, the yams never seem to finish.
Lagos, Port Harcourt, Onitsha. Again, we Pakayan, Magain, Worry, Pakayan, Kano, Pakayan. At you, how's I come over here? Now, how's I go Yamas again, Yamago, now you Kano. See, you again carry important you make Pakava, Yana, you make it out to
At this scale, nobody comes looking for a single yam. Most deals are measured in hundreds, sometimes thousands. Not all yams are valued equally. Smaller tubers may go for as little as 30 cents each, while the biggest and most desirable varieties can sell for more than twice that amount. Yet for traders, This is just the first exchange. From this market, the yams are transported across the country and beyond, traveling along highways, through state borders, and into neighboring nations. And with every kilometer traveled, their value grows. The destination often determines the price. What sells for 30 cents here may be worth far more by the time it reaches a dinner table hundreds of kilometers away.
Seed yams. He was one seed yam ha 35,000 above. He range of 50 seed yams. But you won't be mikumo ya na elen business transacting yamada 10 na ya. He around 60-65. Deli yo nyona yo kladoshe 2 years back ga. But deli yo so far 10 deli yo sha 600,000 na approximately version won ba kan na Angela. Ba shenu alo eva yem zanzan ke June July ke la yem ke ba August ke la na ya. If I don't tell you, Kikuma 1 million pa a daily. Alo daily ba ugoja ya. Na uvesen, but was one 1.2 million approximately na ha. She fakitsa ma humba kwase. Fa humba kwase ka yo kika humba tsan hegben. Hondanga. So alo enwo yo ki humba kwase of Venezuela about 10 August. So you come humba preserving zanzan he. So she no August na ha ka ho bangen ke kaswa ba ya zo ho ba kwase bishi ba vesen fa cho zo na mi ha she 700 800 na ha oh yeah kaswa na.
But size is not the only thing that sets these yams apart. Each variety has its own taste, texture, and identity.
Ngwe yo kinene ka ogbomoka ngunene elmfoya unangele ruhana hawa na unka alweche yo belu igbinga shun ba donu yanyo fire ka ngem gelenke o ba donu yanyo semble ngunene ka na suwe ngunene ka wa kwangu yo shelu esundu shame na ha ngunene donu yan fa manyonchi ka hom fam posu ogbomoka ma anasuwojira nguna ku gini nkpaka walu eche yo fielu esunu yo chukuchuku na ha nkpaka do yan tembleje fa nkpaka yon nyon kwashu yon nkpaka ha ma shechi ibe neve sho ya nonga ukposo ogbomaka ma anasuwe ngunka fakita ngwe hangi sham ga gbono fonjene fakita opupu nka wa kwangu yo alwe atila shamena han npa do ya she nyo temble npa ngwe sho ni ya nga fa pa ke ya nyo pa ke ya shingu ke pupu ngune ka fa ke to nyia anfo ya ngu ke nyia bu pupu ke le ga nyia npa ma do no ya no nyo fa mu kumolo mami ka tabli kumaga na alwa na ho ma do no ya nyo nangu poso faketo pupu ngune ku goja nkwa ngu poso faketa ma ogbomoka chi ngwe sundu sham ka gbono fo anjela na ashu 7 ya kungu ke tembele kido tembeleje ngune na kai gunugago na nka wa ayi hatio na ri chuku aguma akeshin tembele nkpaka pa na alu eche yo nkpa ngwe shenu ya nga ka nyo ma fa chi ki yo nguna na ka humba kwasi ayo ke ile humba kwasi jenu na sasi wa humba kwasi dunsa no so na va he kwasi te aka na fa cho gbere ki dunga kina kwa ki do ya tembele je especially nyo ki humba donu ya nyo mo fa chuji di kipa oya okuma kpaka ga kwa amolita nkpaka nguke enyi ya ukposo agunu gago shi ugoja shika wa tembele na ga ha mfondula
Marked yams indicate those that have already been purchased. A single truck like this can eventually leave with as many as 20,000 tubers. But moving them is not simply a matter of loading and leaving. To ensure the yams arrive at their destinations safely, there is a precise technique to how they are stacked. Each tuber must be carefully arranged, one after the other, fitted into place like a puzzle. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. It is a process that demands experience and speed. Here at the Zaki Biam International Yam Market, farmers are often guaranteed sales once their yams reach the market floor. From that moment, the challenge is no longer selling. It is ensuring the product moves safely and efficiently to its next destination.
Mzua nyaliki yamenga shengenga mgwe chohuga shengenga kala yuenganga shengenga kwa gbahin yawa msomo yawa maya na kilu muba yo kema mi de mi no nyalonza yawa shika nyaliki la kamba yo hene musa na mo nyaliki la ya moyo ya kwa mi awon kondom huwa hayo yane hachuko yawa manengi do mo kwa wa do ya ga ko mo mudo ya mafataga hachuka mo kwa mi de mteti yo yawa ala na hayin badua mo kwa.
But the farmers and traders are not the only ones who benefit from this system. For Tieima, this market has been a way of life for the past 15 years.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Lack of access roads and insecurity remain the primary obstacles preventing this market from reaching its full potential. But that is not the only challenge.
Farmers will union ga so come anyhow so buyers ya buy union. So she no ever zua kla yan kaswa hanjaga ya kaswa ka kla move because we buy union aka tuma we lamp she ma we hiu yam kaswa so I don't ever like Monday we pin you shega we wala you sheba we yamanga so Tuesday we make sure you over gather pishi she we hiu yam so ka fa yam anyhow government after once a factory but guma yo hindi mbo na hanga ya kadi yo ba yam that ten how yana say so kezayo wasu genjela ilune government fachowa elen factory yo hena so that government kono yam yo kinene guma wen ke ya so mbaka swamba yam that ten bla la la we vaga che kwa government ma lo yam kwa nene yimene mi da guma so kwa na ma ho ba yim assembly o show wa ya she kaswane you baba yam kaswane ke ba ya times we to amba ye we zone we wasin bo yam kaswane so mba yam la kwa ke wasin bi hin kaswane ni du me we so no wala she kaswa hanjaga so chachu we di we wa kwa yam ke ba lo yam vela so ngla kwa ka was kaswa o kla don she semble ga ashie gene ashie pishi kaselu ne moto accident within the market chachu she no ula ka ba no ya gbenda ke kaswane ka gbona hu se tai we street bo ho ama gambla chi tai vega so ula ka no ya moto afati o sinking how go tambla la shege moto ogba ke kaswa pa
sheki jima yasi nongolo no challenge ke ko kaswane in terms of security because yana da vana oku wona banana na kulanse kaswane ya na handle se hanjaga kulanse yi o mbi ne bidune mi hashima se ha fe wasega chi pesi complain pa se fanga ba on de ka etum ya government o waliane andongo ko lo on de andongo wasisi kishi shi eba na se chairman do na ha chairman wase ka wona se ba yo se de se kuran kaswa yo ya se na challenges ba se lumi kaswa ne gbi hako yo sa deli yo sa la akala amen hi gonna bebe hi gonna vinde almost shade on us back la company ko yami yo sa shin traders baba yamna yami yo pa ko la kala hi gonga.
The potential of this market far outweighs its current output. It is speculated that over 50% of the yams produced within this region do not get to this market due to lack of access roads, insecurity, and other logistics. It may not matter where your yam is coming from as long as you're enjoying your meal. But if over 2 million tubers of yams leave this market every week, then maybe you're eating one of them. And that may be good to know. You're welcome.
If you're interested in these kinds of stories, kindly subscribe and tap the notification button to get notified on all our stories. Follow at Africa Stitches on all social media platforms.